As long as you stay on the plantation. I was at Syracuse University, actually the Syracuse.com website, where they were commemorating the 50th anniversary of LBJ's Gulf of Tonkin speech at the dedication of the then new S.I. Newhouse School of Communications on August 5th, 1964. My post and a reaction to that post was this. I'm not going to read my post and the response to it. You can read the post and the response to it on your own. What struck me as I looked at what I wrote and the response to it opened my eyes to this speculative conclusion. Whether you're from the right or the left in your politics doesn't mean diddly squat to those who run it, as long as you remain on this metaphorical plantation, which they control economically and politically. We're no better than sharecroppers, always under their thumbs, as affected beings as we play different versions of social materialism with ourselves and other protagonists and antagonists. They don't give a fuck if you're a socialist or an Randian disciple. As long as your life is hustling for a status within and not a serious militant or social threat, then they'll continue to have control over your lives as much as the antebellum slave masters had control of their slaves' lives. Communism and the autocrats, the tyrants, plus the dictators were then and are now the best enabling helpers for them and their philosophies, because those former groups are the best providers of the ironic advertisement for this manipulating and controlling system in keeping going the aspirational myths for individuals and groups seeking that vain, literal, and figurative material status of security. The politicians and narrative dissemblers of this age are just one of the many layers of middle management whores who grovel and scavenge at an even more degrading, possibly even unwitting depths in their arrogant hubris for their status and positions of authority and influence in this existential Ponzi scheme of false and very fraudulent expectations on all of us. In the meantime, we, the people, lay intellectually and emotionally raped in our own unwitting zealotry or indifference. But they don't care. You, the of, by, and for people of this more perfect union, are working their different plantations they control, unawares of a psychological bondage of your status. And that's perfectly fine with them. As long as you aren't a renegade or a fugitive slave from their system of economic intimidation and extortion, you can whine all you want as long as you work their system, as long as you take no Nazarene efforts, radical efforts to disengage yourself or drive them out of their control of the affairs of state in your sacred lives. That's how I saw it. So what do you think? I think that this is what happens in having us at each other's necks, like crabs in a basket, just striving to climb just to be knocked back. Particularly knocked back if you dare oppose and organize a mass movement of opposition to what is affecting all of us. These people are just laughing at you. See what the CIA and NSA have done. Those renegades in those organizations. That's my indictment.